Today we are diving into a really interesting topic, cultural differences in raising children. Hi everyone, welcome to Two Cultures, One Stage. As someone who grew up with both Japanese and Korean influences, I've noticed some unique parenting styles in these cultures, especially compared to Western countries. Let's talk about it. First, let's talk about sleeping arrangements. In Japan and Korea, it's very common for parents and children to sleep in the same room, sometimes even on the same blanket, until the kids are quite grown up. It's seen as a way to build a strong family bond and create a sense of security for the children. But in many Western countries, parents usually set up a separate room for their baby early on. Parents often face tough decisions about when to comfort a crying child or let themselves soothe, which can lead to sleepless nights and frustration. Meanwhile, kids might feel scared or resentful about being alone in the dark. It's such a different approach compared to co-sleeping practices in Japan and Korea, where children wake up knowing their parents are right there. Now, let's move to household chores. In Japan and Korea, parents, especially moms, often take on most of the responsibilities like cleaning their children's room and preparing meals, even when the kids are teenagers or older. It's considered a way to show love and care. But in many Western households, kids are encouraged to clean their own rooms and help out with chores from a young age. It's seen as a way to teach responsibility and self-reliance. Next, let's talk about financial independence. In Japan and Korea, it's very common for parents to pay for their children's university tuition, sometimes even covering all living expenses until the child graduates and finds a job. This reflects the cultural value of family support and ensuring the children's success without financial stress. However, students from less wealthy families is often a different story. Many have to pay for their tuition themselves, and in most cases, they take out government loans, graduating with significant debt. I can relate to this personally, as I was one of those students who had to manage university expenses with loans. On the other hand, in many Western countries, children are often expected to take on part-time jobs or student loans to pay for their education. This approach is seen as a way to teach financial responsibility and independence early on. Both systems have their pros and cons, and it's interesting to see how these values shape young adults' life. So, does one way sound better than the other? Not really. They're just different. For example, in Japan and Korea, kids often grow up feeling very supported, while in the West, kids might develop independence earlier. It's fascinating to see how culture shapes parenting styles. In my opinion, Western-style parenting seems better in the long run, especially as children grow up. It encourages independence and self-reliance, which can be really helpful in adulthood. However, both approaches have their strengths. What about you? Did you grow up in a family where everyone was super close? Or were you taught to be independent early on? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're from a different culture altogether, I'd love to hear how parenting works where you're from. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Two Cultures, One Stage. See you in the next video. Bye!